Is Dubai's ruler, Sheikh Mohammed, truly as rich and powerful as the world claims? Dubai is the city that welcomes everyone to spend lots of cash exploring the wonders of life, and the man behind this dream city is none other than her king, Sheikh Mohammed Al Maktoum. But has he truly got wealth independent of the country's resources? And if the answer is yes, what's the secret behind his iconic properties and high-profile investments? Before we expose the secret of Sheikh Mohammed's investments and billion-dollar properties, let's take a look at some of these properties and how much they're worth. As it stands, Sheikh Mohammed is one of the UK's biggest landowners, owning more than 40,000 hectares, which serves as a source of his power and influence in Britain. In fact, this property surpasses the size of the Queen's personal estates and is worth billions of dollars. The properties range from mansions, stables, and training gallops across Newmarket. They also include white stucco houses and some of the most exclusive addresses in London where only high-profile individuals reside, as well as an extensive moorland that includes a 25,000-hectare Inverness estate in the Scottish Highlands. Sheikh Mohammed is also big on racehorsing, as it's been his favorite hobby since he was a child. Today, he owns some of the biggest horse breeding operations in the world, like Darley Studs, with a part ownership in the family-owned Godolphin stables. These operations host international horse racing competitions and rake in millions of dollars for the Sheikh and his family. The majority of Sheikh Mohammed's properties do not have their actual price values disclosed, but everyone knows they are definitely worth billions of dollars. He also has part ownership in some of the state's investments through his holding company, known as Dubai Holding. This company has controlling interests in companies within the UAE. These companies span industries like media, finance, hospitality, specialized business parks, and healthcare, with an annual revenue generation of over $10 billion. It is clear that Sheikh Mohammed has an extremely large investment portfolio, so large that we might never truly know the end of it. As you may have heard before, Sheikh Mohammed has the biggest influx of profit from real estate investments. These properties generate millions of dollars for him, including the ROIs from the infrastructural developments he pioneered in Dubai. When you think of the Burj Khalifa, Emirates Airlines, the world's most luxurious hotel known as the Burj Al Arab, Palm Islands, and others, you should have a vivid picture of the Sheikh profiting from these billion-dollar businesses that serve him, the city of Dubai, and the UAE in general. These establishments have also provided employment for thousands of people, both within and outside of Dubai. Thanks to the vision of the Sheikh, a lot of people have stable sources of income, and Dubai's economy is flourishing under his leadership. But what about the money he makes from these investments and businesses? Let's take a look at how Dubai's king spends his fortune, as he is estimated to be worth over $14 million. The truth is, Sheikh Mohammed is a very modest man and isn't known for spending a lot of his money on things like cars, jewelry, and the like. Unlike his son, Prince Hamdan, who has a plethora of expensive material things like car collections, Sheikh Mohammed seems to have very little taste for extravagant purchases, as he's not so keen on showing off his wealth to the world. After all, he's got nothing to prove. He does, however, make exceptions for the things that truly hold his interest, and horses are one of them. Sheikh Mohammed once purchased a horse for $4,356,000 simply because he felt it would outperform other horses during competitions. He was also reported to have bought a colt for $1.3 million that same day. These purchases were mind-blowing to the stable owners, as no one could believe the Sheikh would be willing to go that far to buy a horse for his stable. But that's what happens when you're the ruler of a country like Dubai. There's just too much money to spend. Another expensive thing the Sheikh has purchased is the mind-blowing yacht that happens to be one of the largest yachts in the world. This yacht costs $400 million, and she's the very definition of luxury. The yacht was initially built for Brunei's Prince Jeffrey Bokia, but for unknown reasons, the contract was cancelled the following year. By 2001, Sheikh Mohammed decided to purchase the yacht and have further work done on her. Andrew Winch is said to be the designer of the yacht, and Platinum Yachts her interior designer. Her equipment includes a helipad up to 9.5 tons, two 10-meter-long motorboats, a 10-meter swimming pool, and a dining room that can house up to 90 guests. The yacht also has a cinema, a disco, 20 water bikes, a squash court, a lobster tank, and a submarine. The yacht is divided into 8 decks and provides space for 88 crew members and 115 guests. The yacht is also equipped with 4 MTU-20V diesel engines that can each deliver 6,301 kilowatts and provide her with a speed of up to 26 knots. With a tank capacity of 1.2 million liters, the yacht, which goes by the name Dubai, can travel up to 8,500 nautical miles. Aside from purchasing yachts and horses, the Sheikh has spent large sums on matters that are very personal to him. Take his wedding, for example. That saw people come in from all over the world. His wedding was reported to be the most expensive wedding in the world at the time, with an estimated cost of $137 million. Sheikh Mohammed's wedding was a massive celebration that lasted for days and called for the display of various activities such as camel racing, musical performances, public dances, and many others. Even the wedding rings said to have been used by the Sheikh and his wife were valued at around $7 million each, as they were made from pure gold, diamonds, and crystals. It is a phenomenal event that everyone continues to remember to this day. Talking about the Sheikh's lavish spending would not be complete without touching on his philanthropy and goodwill towards people. Back in 2008, Sheikh Mohammed's company purchased a Bukhara Road property for $5.25 million. This property was purchased for one of his staff named Henry Plumtree. Henry and his wife Michelle were to live in the property for as long as Henry was overseeing the Godolphin Stables business in Australia. Regarding his philanthropic achievements, Sheikh Mohammed has a charitable foundation that works with over 33 other charitable foundations and initiatives to implement over 1,400 development programs across Dubai and the UAE. He once made a grant of over 600 houses to Gaza during the war that spanned 2008 to 2009. Sheikh Mohammed also owns a school called Mohammed bin Rashid School of Government, which stands as an academic and research institution in the field of administration and public policy. It is obvious that Sheikh Mohammed is a man of immense wealth and power. His heavyweight real estate portfolio and high-profile investments are part of the reason he's able to make so much money and have more than enough to spend on his desires. But these investments are not the only reason why Sheikh Mohammed is as wealthy as he is today. Another secret ingredient to Sheikh Mohammed's wealth is his character. It's easy for the world to get distracted by the glamour of his wealth when, in fact, it wasn't always like this. As a young prince, Sheikh Mohammed wasn't raised in the most expensive environment, like his children and grandchildren today. He grew up in a house without electricity, with 100 people that included guards and maids. Even when his father had passed, he didn't inherit a kingdom that was already flourishing. Therefore, he had to build the city he wanted to see with every resource available to him. We have the Sheikh's skillful leadership to thank for Dubai's success as a thriving city. He made sure that every aspect of the city's economy became fully functional. He also influenced the socio-economic culture of the city to ensure things like gender equality, female empowerment, and a conducive environment for foreigners were implemented. When he became king of Dubai, he didn't work alone in transforming the city. He sought the assistance of Abu Dhabi's king and partnered with other cities in the UAE to bring Dubai's dream into reality. This is the secret behind Sheikh Mohammed's wealth. His ability to envision his city's future and prepare himself got him all the wealth he owns today. Without the strong leadership skills, strategic partnerships, and a clear vision, the Sheikh Mohammed we know today would not have emerged. If you enjoyed watching this video, let us know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe.